Welcome to another episode of the Carry Unplugged. Today, we are pleased to be hosting Mr. HLSCC 2024 Malacoy Levons. A distinguished student from the HLSCC Community College, Malacoy Levons won the title of Mr. HLSCC in 2024, showcasing his dedication and talent. He won the prestigious title through his charisma and his confidence, and he now represents his school with pride. But beyond the competition, he is a student with a vision who is actively shaping his future at HLSCC and beyond. So please join us as Malacoy takes us along his journey, tells us his experiences, and gives us some advice. So, next up on the Carry Unplugged. That's some good water. We're not sponsored by this water, but anyways.
Hey man,
How you doing, Malacoy?
I'm doing okay. It's a new year, not a new me, but
Same you.
I mean,
To an extent.
to an extent, it's more
feel you.
self-development.
feel
How are
you,
you,
I
the
feel you.
carry?
I'm well, you know. So, you are Mr. HLSCC 2024. Your title or your reign is soon coming to an end. Can you tell us, how you even got into running for the pageant?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't lie to you. Like it was random. Ain't to say I have a history of being a pageant boy or was not. It wasn't like, oh, I saw a pageant before either. It was random. Miss Hart just came to me and she asked me, "You want to run for the pageant?" I was like, I'm an open-minded individual. You could please tell me like what a pageant consists of and like what's the benefits, because realistically nobody does nothing for like no benefit. So
True.
she explained to me what the pageant was, how we had it talent section, had the ambassadorial stuff along the lines like that. But I think the main thing that kind of hooked me is that she said you could travel for free. And me, I kind of stepping out of my shy era and I want to like integrate and talk to new people. So I saw that as an opportunity to like push myself out. And I said, from then on out, I'll take the risk, even though it may have its hardships.
Makes
I'll
sense.
take the risk. Yeah.
So, how would you say you prepared for the show?
I mean, to be honest, ain't no like written instructions for the show. I kind of just got off one day and say, this is a pageant. This is a new field for you. You have to understand that people will have their opinions.
True.
On social media, in person, whatnot. People will try to pull you down. But I think I just had to accept the fact that people will be negative and I have to build up my mental strength. And yeah, so I kind of took some time and sat down, kind of journal my feelings and what's not. And yeah, that's how I kind of, for the most part, prepare for it.
So, you say you were getting out of your shy era, and you know that people would have criticized you regardless. So, how did you deal with, being in the spotlight?
I mean, it was kind of new to me. I was never like that spotlight kid, as I said. I was kind of shy. I was always like that kid in a friend group who was just, quiet. But it was new, but it was, nice because although it was nervous, I was like nervous at the moment. I kind of grew into myself more. So like the spotlight was a more positive aspect for me. I didn't really focus on a negative thing.
Got you.
But yeah.
Got you. That does make sense. So, there were like any rewarding moments during or after the pageant? I mean, other than holding the crown, like any.
I mean, I can keep it a stack with y'all.
Keep it a stack. Keep it a stack. You gotta keep it a stack.
I'll talk about after the pageant. It wasn't more so like I didn't know I was going to win. Like I just my mentor, big up Daryl, Mr. Flanders, you know yourself. He kind of tell me, because I had a mental breakdown at that point, like, and I wasn't like, I guess comfortable or like not even comfortable. But I didn't like to open up to anyone. Like, I was always be independent. You're a man. You strong and what's not.
Makes sense.
And he told me that, although this pageant has this hardship, the main hardship you're fighting with is that you're doing this for other people and not yourself. And I kind of, sat down and I really think about it. I cried about it too. Like he was right there. He was very supportive. And that really hit me. And when it was all said and done, I think that was the best feeling. Although the being crowned was, to seal the deal. I think to know that somebody actually like
Believed in you.
believed in me. Yeah, I think that kind of sent it home.
That was touching. That I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to
I ain't
you.
gonna lie. I feel a little
Nah,
terrible.
I feel, hey, dog, what? So like you did enjoy the experience and then the exposure that the show did bring to you. Did like, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like for sure, like public speaking. I was good at to an extent, but I never like really took the opportunity. I was good at it. I get to showcase like how I present myself, how I speak, and also to build my character because I have a dad. I won't say I can't say his name. His name is Coy. I don't know if you know my last name. You know him. He was a politician. He ran for District 9. And like I was kind of in his shadow because he had like so much accolades when it comes to like academic success or what you call it, stuff to do with the airport. And it was always Coy's son, and everybody likes to look up to their dad and what's not. But for me, I kind of saw it as I'm living in your shadow. I'm not an actual person.
You're not living up to your fullest potential, basically.
Yeah, and I kind of like that because it wasn't Coy's son, or it was like
Malacoy.
So yeah, I think that's what I'm most grateful for. Like it built me as a character, and it showed people that I'm not just somebody's son. I'm an actual individual.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep on that point. You do, or you have experience, living in that shadow. I'm pretty sure there are, many people out there who live in their parents' shadow or like a certain figure shadow. What would you say is their, or what type of advice would you give them to, alleviate that or become, or hop out of that shadow, I should say?
I mean, what I would say to kind of hop out the shadow is that you live and you learn, and your parents, they live and they learn. So, your parents, they don't have a manual on life, so they obviously make mistakes. I think you should take advantage of stuff like those where, although he might succeed, there might be a more efficient way. So I guess kind of, I don't want to say like this, but study their flaws so you can make that correction. And also you should take like any opportunity like to put you out there because it's not about, I guess people view it as being in the shadow, and like you don't want to be in the shadow, but you don't just want to be out of the shadow. You want to surpass it. You want to.
That should be the goal of, or that should be what a child, not what a child's created for, but like that should be a thing that parents, look for. I want this child to in the future surpass me, be better than me. Cause like with my grandfather used to tell me that like he always wanted me to be like, obviously he made mistakes. We are human. We are living for the first time. So he always used to tell me certain stuff like, hey, I been here, I done this here. Don't do that. I already know where it leads. You understand?
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Yeah. So if someone wanted to run for the pageant, what kind of advice would you give to them?
Okay. I'm a realistic person. I ain't gonna tell you just jump into the fire and swim because not everybody is the same, But what I'll say is that pageantry is a beautiful thing because it's more so of self-discovery and what's not. I'll say that, you'll have your bad share of people and you have your good share of people.
True.
But for the bad share of people, if you succeed, those bad will become good. But
they're not really good. They just
you have a lot of fake people surrounding you.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So like for the pageant, if you want to go into the pageant, I think you need to be mentally strong and believe in yourself. I think that's what you really need, just to believe in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, and once nobody could take that power away from you, you'll be great in a pageant. Not just good, great. Because I believe pageantry is just all about yourself. It's not about like other people and what's not. I think what kills it is that, competition aspect. If anything, you shouldn't look to be in competition with the person you're going against. But although that's the objective, but you should be competing against yourself because at the end of the day, if you compete with yourself, you never lose progress. Win or lose that pageant, you still a better man than you was yesterday.
True that. So, and I think here as well, like transition to like more, life questions instead of pageant. But like touching on that point you just made, like there's a quote: comparison is a thief of joy.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I kind of like notice it with myself when I used to compare myself to other people. Like, oh, no, I feel down because I see this person got to where he is or she got to where she is, but then I don't understand what they did to accomplish that. I don't understand the journey that they went through, and it's I don't mean to call out nobody's name, but P Diddy, right? He he obviously is a accomplished man in terms of like monetary stuff, and a lot of people in Hollywood and stuff like that. But not all of what they have accomplished was really true. And we as fans or people who look up to them always envy them. Oh, I want all this money, but you don't know what they did to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. But still, it's like at the end of the day, you just compete with yourself, and you should always strive for tomorrow. I can be better than what it was today. You understand? A lot of people don't understand that. Like, it's just, anyways. But who would you say is your biggest inspiration in life?
My biggest inspiration, I ain't gonna hold you. I'd always say my grandfather because
Same.
I mean I really had the time that I wanted with him. I mean he was on the other island. He died when I was kind of pretty young, but he was my inspiration not only for business, right? Because he built a business and he got a big bamboo.
Okay.
Lobster Fest, you could check there. Other days you could check there. But yeah, I looked up to him because he divided the business and his family time. He was always a family man for, I think having like 4 boys and like 1 girl. He always had time for his family. But what I took from him is that he had that love in his heart. No matter what you did to him, he'll always show love. He wouldn't try to, knock you down or, disregard you or just speak ill of you or negative or actually like send somebody to do something to you. He just take it to the chest and respond to it with positive energy, and that's what I try to do. Be positive.
I like that. I like that. Actually, kind of gave me some nostalgia here with my grandfather too, because my grandfather he basically raised me though. So it's like, even though it's like you got so much questions you would want to ask them, but they're not here.
So much experiences you would want to
Exactly.
take with them.
It's like like when he used to tell me some stuff when I was younger, I wasn't really like taking it in. You understand? But it's now that I really gain older and I realize and this is what he meant. So in a way, it kind of makes me think that we should really cherish the ones that we have right now, and cause like when I lost him, it was around COVID time, right? So I was playing my game, playing Fortnite, 2K, all of that. And he was like, all right, let's have some family time. But little did I know, like the clock was ticking, you understand? So it'll really hurt you that, but you just you live and you know that.
Yeah, you got pushed through it. For me, I think mine was like a critical point in time, and although he died, like, and it hurt me, I think it was best he died at that time because it showed me, like, I could become a man. Like, I could rise to any challenge.
True.
Like, you know how Alma is, where you call it, how it destroyed the island? For me, it destroyed my house. I don't tell a lot of people, but, I had to run from room to room with my family, and we were locked in a room, and the fridge was kind of at the door and the wind was pushing, like the hurricane was still going on. And if we didn't hold that door, we wouldn't have survived. But, because of that, my whole house was destroyed. I had to stay in somebody else with like 20 people in it. I was barely eating because I kind of wanted my sister them to eat and my mother to eat because I believe my sister was still breastfeeding, like my youngest one. Because of that, we had to go to Cayman. It was just me, my sisters, and my mother. My father had to stay back to, manage the airport. And while I was going school there, I didn't really see I was dealing with a lot because I don't really take the time to heal. I just keep moving forward. He died in that critical moment, and although it hurt me like to a real hard extent, it kind of showed me that, hey, no matter what life goes on, you'll have moments that you regret and was not, but you should live life to the fullest. Don't live with regret. And I love that man to death.
I feel you that.
But certain things have to happen to grow, and that was just one thing that needed to happen for me to grow as a man.
I can make a parallel at the same time because I think he died when I was 15, 16, and I think at that time I was transitioning to like senior school, so it was like more of you gain more workload, you gain closer and closer to graduation, and I feel like as you say, I ain't say that he should have died there, but that was the time that God called him, and I think at that time it was God shaping me to be the person that I should have been. So Yeah, man. It's just touching back on the point that you just made. You wasn't really the person to like heal. How do you feel about the current situation with men's emotional state? Because there is, I would say, a pandemic, epidemic of, you
Yeah.
know, men being, heartless, men not being allowed to cry, men not being allowed to express their feelings. They consider it weak. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel the opposite. I feel expression is a strong thing because not a lot of people could express their feelings. You know, we don't have no written manuals on
True.
our emotions. Sometimes people might process things different. What I would say is that I think that epidemic needs to kind of be stopped because it's like we are all humans at the end of the day. For me, I was raised in a traditional household that men don't really have time for emotion. Like you have to be strong and was not. And although I believe it's true to an extent, I feel we shouldn't totally dwell on that because times are changing.
True.
The world's becoming more digital. People are being affected differently by certain things. There's a lot of people, a lot of different possibilities, and I think we as a society, human race needs to sit down and actually integrate with each other.
True.
Because I feel like expression is what we need to actually move forward in life. A lot of things that we could have done or we should have done weren't done because of lack of expression
True.
and lack of how like somebody feels because if you really look at it, one person decision could affect the whole, tone of
True
this
that.
country.
True that.
But yeah, I think, it's not that men don't know how to express. Let me say that. It's not men they don't know how to express, but when we express it, women they kind of push it off in a sense.
True.
Like
True.
it's jokey. Like I seen a TikTok today self when a man express like how he feels and he was talking to his woman and the woman was like, "You done?"
Yeah, yeah,
Kind
like
of just
that's
push you off. So it's like sometimes I don't think our expression is a problem, but we don't have the adequate like listening ears.
oh, you to like on the receiving end.
Yeah, on the receiving end. Sometimes people it's just like women to an extent. Sometimes people don't want a solution, but they just want somebody to hear. I might have my solution,
True.
but I just want to let it out.
This is the reason people, journal, have diaries. Like
Yeah.
probably can't have somebody listen to it, but to have that feeling of okay, I laying out all of this that's built up in my
Somebody
head.
there for you.
Exactly,
Sometimes
exactly.
that's all you need. You don't need somebody to give you advice, but knowing that somebody is there for you,
And listen, yep.
yeah, you'll be okay.
What people don't understand is the communication on a whole. The reason that people have all of these big old disagreements, the reason wars are started is lack of communication. People don't understand this.
Yeah,
It's
for
like
sure.
I don't know, man. Like I don't even want to say this generation. I feel like the world on a whole is
I
just
mean, what you call it? I think, like, as the war progresses, I guess we have some more problems because with a new invention, there's always, the solution,
and
but
then
there's a
drawback.
risk.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a risk factor, there's a drawback. And I think that's what kind of social media did. It was a great idea, don't get me
True.
wrong, but, it kind of dehumanizes us. Like, the whole point of humans like is to socialize. We're social creatures. We need to integrate. Sure, the social media is an asset to a certain extent, but it also pushes us away. Because sometimes we should be able to link up and say, "Hey, they carry. I want to talk to you just like this." But because of the phone, we just got a phone
Oh
call
yeah,
and
we're
what's
getting
not.
number. You safe.
And
Yeah.
that might kill our social skills too.
People don't understand this here. I don't always say this here, right? Social media, yeah, is good. It has brought a lot of good into the world, good exposure for certain people, businesses, stuff like that. But in a way, it really and truly did kill our social aspect.
Yeah, it did for
Like
sure.
they said social media was supposed to bring us closer together, but now it bringing us like further
Further
apart.
apart.
Like I mean, literally, if you look at every single comment section for like a video or a post, it just got there's one group of people on this side, one group of people on this side, and then it's just like to me personally, I would just say that the world on a whole is just
Scatter.
scattered and it's going down a spiral of just
Yeah.
like I'm honestly like really and truly just scared to see like where the world would be 5 to 10 years from now.
I mean, for me, I wouldn't use the word scared, but I use the word cautious, and that's why even we should build ourselves as character because we are the new generation, we are the moving voice. If we could build ourselves to a certain standard, we could, shift a specific audience. And I think that's what we need to do. By pushing yourself, you could have a senior generation, and you could create the future you want to create.
I feel you. I'll say this though. When it comes to like our generation, nobody really wants to, be different. Everybody wants to be the same. Everybody wants to be follow fashion, but nobody really stepping out to be a leader. You understand?
I mean, that's a double-edged sword in a sense because, as you say, everybody wants to be a follower and what's not. But I think the main thing, if we could step up and be those leaders, we'll pull them because everybody operates on a norm. If we could create a new norm and a positive norm, the people will follow.
You understand? Like even me, like stepping into like my filming career, whatever the case is, that wasn't considered normal. You understand? So I had to kind of step out on my shell in that sense and go for what I wanted. You understand? But when you look at these younger people out here, they either, I ain't gonna lie to you, they might either doing drugs, doing weed, engaging in activities they shouldn't be doing, at drinking at such young ages that, I mean, like 13, 12, you see the people out here posting up on social media, drinking, them in a jam juve.
I mean,
like, what are you thinking about those type of stuff at that
I don't
age,
like that because like although it's a norm, I kind of I was different. I kind of glad I was straight because of that because, for me I've tasted alcohol before and I don't like to drink. I don't drink at all, but I don't understand, and I guess somebody else will have to speak on the topic, but I don't understand why people kind of indulge in those things like
gravitate towards it,
yeah, because it's like it's for a temporary time.
Yep.
I mean, I could understand if you're like in a depressive state and you need something to numb you. But if you do that all the time, you're hurting your system.
True.
What you call it? You're hurting your brain function because what you call it? When you consume like alcohol at a young age before your brain is developed, people don't realize, but you lack the prioritization skill. You don't prioritize as much as you think. So that's why I kind of stayed away from alcohol.
That makes sense.
I don't want to damage my body. I don't want to damage my temple. And also away from the drugs. I mean, although people may have that little good feeling, I mean...
It don't last forever.
Yeah, it don't last forever. It can hurt me in a long term either way. I may cut my lifespan by like 20 years because of that. So
I mean, to me, I could understand why certain people does, want to do, like we say, weed or drugs or stuff like that. But when when I see like these young, dude, it had this one young girl that I know, like she's about 12, 13, that probably 11, that I don't even know that. When I see this girl smoking that, it just break my heart. That it's like, and to say like I try and be a hate or anything that, but it's like you have so much ahead of your life and you can just choose to do that. No, wait, just.
I mean, I can understand that, but again, like I can only say my opinion. Whatever I say is my opinion, but I won't judge because of that. Because every man have their own struggle. I don't know what a 12-year-old girl going through. Her father might have died, her mother might have died, and she don't know how to deal with it.
True.
Everybody does what you call it.
Could also be peer pressure as well.
Yeah, people that take things differently. What you call it? Just because I could handle a lot of pain, no mean the load is heavy. You might cry. I might be silent, and one day I might just want to fight everybody. We react all different. So yeah, I can't judge no man for their struggle. I could just advise somebody and help them. How about that?
I feel you, bro. So, give me one life lesson that you have learned in your life that you think people should learn as life progresses.
I cannot say this, and it's kind of weird to say, but don't judge people off of their first impression. Because I know people will be like, your first impression is like everlasting. But you gotta remember, everybody is a human. True. I might meet you on a bad day, you might be like, yo, what you talking to me for? This and that. You might be on your bad day, but on a regular, people knowing you as this good guy. This very social person, this person that helps people, nourishes people. And I feel that kind of misses out on opportunity because like what's the word they're looking for? It's like they don't want to understand the person. I feel like if somebody approaches me aggressively on the first time, maybe I wouldn't reciprocate the feeling, but I'll talk to you normal and what's not. But if you come to me the second time,
then you realize, hey, you're doing too much.
I get back up. But I don't think we should, judge off our first impressions on a whole because we don't know what that person going through. True. Or I could be a con artist for all I know. I may just walk out to me and be like, hey, you look nice, this and that. Or then I setting you up by lining you up, asking somebody to kill you.
True.
So,
bye. I really want that because that's too much controversy.
Yeah.
But what would you say is the biggest opportunity that we as young people are privileged to have in the BVI?
In the BVI?
Yeah, like what would you say is like an opportunity that we could consider ourselves as being privileged to have?
I don't know if it's an opportunity.
You could
I
still say it.
I don't know if it's an opportunity, but I think what we have like a privilege of is like we don't experience racism down here like that. I wouldn't say that like
Yeah, you're right.
all Asian or Spanish communities or Caucasian communities or Black communities. I think we live as one. We don't really, you know, we don't hate on each other like that. I mean, there would be one or two people, but we don't really. We kind of like we together. Well,
Not really,
we're
but
not really together, but it's like we're not doing anything that would pull each other down.
true.
So I'd say that's a privilege because I didn't really realize that until like I went away.
But I mean, like, you know, son, like, honestly, like, okay, I want to speak on this topic just a brief moment.
Means your podcast, boss.
When it comes to racism, I can't look at somebody who has a different color skin than me and on the first day and be like, hey, you're a bad person. Oh, I don't like you. Bro, we all bleed the same blood.
I mean, yeah, and at the same time, it's like I can't choose my parents.
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah.
I could never understand why, like, just randomly somebody just be like, "Oh, you black," and like for what? Like, I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
like no, literally, right? We bleed the same blood. We have the same body parts. We walk the same. We basically talk the same. We have the same bodily functions. And just because I look a different skin color than you going have a lot of prejudice towards me. Like what's the point? It literally makes no sense. And we need to stop that. Because I mean, people be like, oh, I was oppressed. Well, my people was oppressed back in the day, but you're not oppressed.
That's the argument. That's what I love to hear because people be like, oh, I've been oppressed these generations. First of all, your ancestors dealt with that.
Exactly.
Your ancestors dealt with that for so long, so you could have us like a certain type of freedom. You know, I think you should kind of enjoy it and not look back at the past. Yes, you feel that way. That's totally normal because that's your people. You still might get judged and what's not. But don't look at the past. You gotta look at the future. Look at what you can change and what you can do.
And I ain't saying to like fully forget the past. Like you then to be honest, there's no future without knowing where you came from.
Yeah.
So like I most definitely ain't saying, oh, forget that your people was enslaved. It's good to know your history. So stuff like that can't repeat itself and come back into fruition,
Yeah.
So let's see what is something that what is something that you want people. Okay, hold on, wait. Okay, no, I got it. What is something that you think people have misunderstood about you or that they don't know about you?
Yo, let me tell you, right? I sorry again out of character, right? But people think I bougie. Like, what you call it? Like, they think, like, I don't talk to people, like, I don't move celeb. Yo, you could tell me that. I'm the most, like,
he the most down to earth person.
I don't to all, like, you see, this hair don't, it means something to me, but it don't mean something to me. Like, I would put myself, like, above others. I'll talk to anybody. Once you approach me in a right manner, I'll talk to you. Was not, I don't move celebrity. If you text me, I'll text you back. But if you end a conversation, what's the point of me responding?
No, people out hit me. Oh, why you got so much unread messages? I mean, like, if you responding to like a status and I don't feel I need to, say something or the conversation, then you type okay. Why am I going in the chat to come back out to the chat
and say okay?
Like, the conversation done.
I don't understand that, but I think the biggest misunderstanding is that like people think like I above people. Nah, I don't do it. I'll be the same to anybody. I don't judge people because you can't fully control your circumstances as a child.
True.
And although we technically adults, we cannot still view it as children.
True.
So I don't judge.
I feel like till we hit that like 25 benchmark, we still.
Nah, I feel like once 25, like 21, 22, like once I hit my 20s, I can feel like an actual adult.
Yeah, like even though I still feel like Alright, cool.
I mean, my body's still developing.
Exactly,
So
so-
realistically speaking, I can't be an
Yeah,
adult.
yeah.
But yeah.
By the way, if you feel to ask me any sort of question, just shoot the question and that.
Alright, for sure. Would you ever run for the pageant?
So guys, editor, please edit this here like a news broadcast. The carry, Love Whitley Adams is, announcing his candidacy for Mr. HLSCC 2025. To all my competitors, to all people who will be attending and watching the show, keeping up with the show,
He wants that smoke.
please watch up. And I just want a good competition. Like honestly, like I ready. Like I honestly ready. I've been ready from since last year. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you, but not too much on that. When I see, I'm gonna see.
Type.
Real. Do you eat tat?
Crazy thing is no. I don't indulge myself in like sweets
In pastries and stuff like
and
that.
pastries like that. Like
That's good. That's
I
good.
kind of like the dumbest thing ever. Somebody told me very close to me. Them say you can't go a week without eating Oreos, eating sweets, or drinking juice.
You don't
I
eat
say,
none
yeah.
of these.
I took that very, very personal to carry. This is my second year and I haven't broken that streak. I mean, I obviously have to eat like I can't just snack wait for us. I gotta get a little sweet because my sugar level, like I feel a little later than now, but I'm okay. But yeah,
You need some tat, though? I could hook you up on that.
you don't give me no dry tats, no.
I giving y'all coconut tat, cause I don't give y'all coconut tat, dog. Cause coconut tat just the best, And I will forever stand on that, Like okay, we had a Deja on the pod, right? She was like, okay, pineapple is more consistent in terms of like the moistness, dog. You understand? But to me, I just feel like legit the best coconut tat is so moist. It like texture, dog. Best coconut tat is the best tat, dog.
Oh,
You understand? And like, wait, what type of wafers you like to eat?
wafers? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
Alright, cool.
I'm very simple. I don't.
Very simple.
Yeah, I stick to what I know. I don't really try new things unless I out of the country.
I feel you. Okay, so what do you feel, your future looks like in the next 5, 7 years?
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you right. A lot of people are asking me that. I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, because it's like for this pageant here was so unpredictable. I realized one decision
Just
could
change your whole life.
my whole life course. I could have been I went from an unknown person to like somewhat known in the community. You know what I'm saying? I can't really have a fixed picture. I know I'll probably be working a job. Probably. I don't think I'll be in college by then because
Yeah, that's 5,
I'm
7.
still in my teens. I'm not gonna say my exact age, but I'm still in my teens. I think I'll probably be working or finish with school or finishing up school.
Okay,
So, yeah.
got you. That makes sense. You have like any, specific career you think you want to go into or anything like that?
That's another thing. A lot of people don't know. Is people think that I got my whole life sorted out. I don't. I kind of have an average. I'm just a chill dude.
True.
But if anything, I'll become a defense lawyer or I look towards psychology because people do tell me I'm very good with emotions. I give a lot of solutions. They just say I would be a good psychologist, I guess. Like when it comes to advice or like understanding behavior, I kind of have a gift for it. So
Makes sense. I'd say this like in terms of like not knowing where you want to go. I mean like, we still teenagers at the end of the day.
nah, I want to get rich. I ain't with that. I want to work that 9 to 5. I need to hurry up, find my love or passion so I could get that money.
Man, say you want to get that money.
No. This is not no average job. I'm not going to work so long in my life.
I swear you going call a gas station. There's no.
No. I no hate on soul, I just saying I wouldn't work so long, like 20 years.
Oh, that's
30
okay.
years, what you call it, and then live my life when I like 50,
60.
I old fool. I can't do nothing.
You can't really experience like that.
Like from 50, like I feel like from 50 to 56, that's the end of your youth. Like you can't really do nothing like that.
50, 56?
Yeah,
I say no. To me, I'd say once you touching, 45, 50, you can't.
Like when I said I mean like you could do everything. You could do a little running. You could I give it for 50 to 56 capped out. You can't really exercise like that or do stuff. You kind of like in your house just cooling. That's the age. I don't want to be at that age. I want to get rich, but in my 20s, I know it's unrealistic to say.
Yeah, it's
but
very
I'm
unrealistic, but still,
manifesting
you
that I'm going to get that bread.
Amen.
I don't know how.
Amen.
I don't know, man. Oh, I don't really talk about it. I like to be a model too. I don't know.
No, you already have model dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not. I've never modeled before.
Summer Sizzle, hope my boy, please, thank you. Cause like, I mean, like, you know, you gotta start. You see the with man just look at me.
Nah, I ain't like.
Nah, the man, no. This is how he was. This is how he was.
I promise you, I don't do this on purpose. I
don't just lock him randomly. Like, now you trying to raise me up now, okay?
But
yeah, man. No, like I was saying to my point, to the young people out there, it's okay to not know where you want to be in the next 4, 6 years, or whatever the time frame is. You know, you're still young, you're still figuring things out. Matter of fact, you got people who's 30 years and they ain't, figuring stuff out, or they don't even know what they want to be in life yet. And I ain't saying that's a bad thing, but just don't rush, You got.
But don't sit down and be.
Yeah. Don't sit on your ass and you check, like, do something. Like, don't wait for stuff to land in your lap, because what I'm saying. I think they're saying, oh yeah, God helps those who help themselves. So if you actively try and find, what's your passion? Oh, okay, I try this, say this ain't work out. I try this, say, but if you on your bum playing game all day, ain't working at all, like, you can't expect nothing to go. Like, makes no sense.
Remember, the day you resting is a day another man getting ahead of you.
Exactly.
That's why I had to spam, like, I had to do my little exercise and whatnot. Because I kind of tried, like, even, like, I think when I put myself in this pageant, like, it sparked a new chapter for growth. And that's what I think a lot of people should take pageantry to, because win or lose, you find, like, that little pocket to be like, it's time to grow. Ain't time to stay in my shell.
Yeah, you got beat more.
It's self-development time. People to be like, comparison is a theft of joy, which is true to an extent, but I believe it varies on a person. I'm a competitive person. Let me tell you, right? I hate to, like, be at the bottom of the chain. I don't like to be at the bottom of the chain. And, like, that applies to, like, everything. And especially, like, how I carry myself and, like, the manner I is today. Like, although we have, like, a lot of people in their teens at a certain level, I don't just want to be, like, in that average pool of dudes. When they be like, I want a man, like, a dream man, I want to be like, he's my dream man. I want to be that dude who's well built, got that cash, everything. I don't want to settle for less when I know I could do more.
True. I mean, sometimes I find myself in that, pocket of being, like, I ain't want to brag or anything, but, like, I know that
you are a step above the average.
Like,
no, for sure, trust.
Yeah, I don't want to be no bragging, but I'm just saying, like, I'm aware of what I'm capable of and the potential that I have. You understand? So sometimes because of that, I'm like, I could eventually get her. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, even though I still at a young age right now, I could kind of still waste time. But I don't want, like you say, because by the time I turn 23, 24, 25, I don't want to be, let me go work here. I want to be free, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta do what you want. You gotta do what you got to do in order to get what you want. You understand? People don't understand that, man.
For sure.
People out here procrastinating, ChatGPT for life. I mean, no shit to ChatGPT, but
yeah, I don't know. I just want to make money, but people, like, I guess they're, like, such strange. Well, I don't want to use the word strange, but they're so unpredictable. Like, I want to relate this to my pageant life as well. As I said before, let me tell you, I am a competitive beast, right? When the pageant was going on, I didn't say nothing. I did not bad talk about the person I was going against. When they try to bring that around me, I say, don't bring that around me. I think he's a good gentleman. And what you call it, we'll deal with what we have to do. We're going to
see what's going to happen,
Yeah, what you call it. Let me tell you, for the first night of the pageant when we introduced ourselves, I believe it was for the spring consort, right? They had people went up to Shamo and say, you're going to win this, man. And what you call it, me being the second youngest on a whole in the pageant, what you call it. It took a toll on me to an extent, because it's like, damn, I really would do this. I would go on Facebook and I would read each hateful comment. let me tell you, right? You see all of your people that what I think is sweet. I went through all them likes for each post. You see that voting post, especially for popularity. Oh, I thought it was sweet. I went through all I had to say. Oh, I support me. I know we're going to win. And I see them likes on that shamoy. I didn't feel that, you know. I don't know when. I'm not putting up no threat or nothing. But just saying, you sow what you reap. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm a very competitive person. I don't play that. I don't.
I feel you. That.
I don't play
and
that.
I see what you say where that mental fortitude comes in, because like when you have people saying, "Hey, bro, I got other dude winning over you," like then is when you got really not lash out. Like you understand, you got really be composed, be demure.
Yeah.
I know people don't like that word nowadays, but you gotta be the check. Yeah.
I was just like cooling. Let me tell you, somebody tell me I got split in my head and all of that. I got big people that were hating on me, and I don't talk bad on nobody. But he know like that vibe was different from time he step in. From time me and he had to share a room, right? For the pageant. From time he step in a room, he was like, I don't even want to do this no more. Like I will bring in that type. I will wait for the kid to carry.
You wasn't even, like I couldn't tell like the straight face, like just doing you gotta do that.
Yeah. It was so bad, right? The people who were chaperoning, helping me, asked me to exchange social medias with them and promote their stuff before the show even finished. Like it was that serious. I was coming off a vent, it was people don't understand our motor. I guess the suppression and all the heat. Like I don't push it back at people, but I deal with it on the stage. Yeah, man, that's the best feeling of my life.
No, that I mess with that cause that you are beast dog. Like what?
Oh yeah, to top it all off, I think he did a pageant or two before, and I never did a pageant. I knew to pageantry. Like I was the only person on that stage that had no idea what pageants is and was.
So you was going into with no experience and
no
you came
experience. I just said I headways. That's what I'm about to say.
Headways.
Oh yeah, man.
Nah, that's powerful. That motivate me. There's no that.
Yeah, you just keep quiet and just stay low.
That's all the man going to know. That's the only one that gonna be running for it. They ain't gonna know what's going on behind the scenes, So I just know when should it be? June or whatever. Whenever it be. Whenever it's gonna be. Alright, gonna see. We're gonna match the work for sure. But I don't think I have any more questions. You have any questions you want to ask me at all?
I be the host now, right?
Okay, you be the host. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can be the host. What kind of put you into filmmaking, you would say?
What kind of put me into filmmaking? It was just a spiral of different things. Like, it wasn't one specific thing, but it was just like a domino effect. So I was doing YouTube, like reaction videos. I still got some on the channel still, but I went and did this internship with with a man named Camroy Pitos, Camroy Frost, whatever. Shout out to Camroy. And then he showed me the ins and outs of film. I went on projects with him, and I actually even met Ant-Man because of him. So after that, I was like, I'm really interested in the film. So I just kept doing my YouTube on the side. I think I was in grade 11 at that time, but I still kept doing YouTube in grade 12. And fast forward to like the second term of grade 12, I still put on YouTube videos of school, the events and what's not. And on March or April, I saw the student film competition got announced. So I was like, you know what, I'm enjoying it just for the fun of it. And I see what camera I say. I joined it. I won it. I barely knew what I was doing, but I was grateful. And ever since then, like my filming career just, skyrocketed. Like people will reach out to me like, hey, I need you to do this video for me. I was like, okay.
Tell them you got something new on the way.
The man even know COVID. Hey, all right.
Something new on the way.
Hey,
if you know,
you know.
If you know, you know.
All right. But yeah, it's like stuff like that. And then I just started like making a sequel to Tides of Brotherhood, which was a film that, wink, wink. But, and yeah, like an artist would come in like, hey, I need to record this here for me. I was like, all right, cool. Okay. So I record it for you, do a little edit. And it was just like, businesses, people reaching out to me. And it's just like, ever since then, I knew that film was for me. So then I still doing YouTube at the same time, plus I doing film and I check.
You combining both of your hobbies, but what I would like to ask is, how did people treat you after you start succeeding?
I would say I don't think I received any upfront hate. I would say people are always,
Supportive.
I wouldn't say supportive, but they were aware of the fact. And what I realized is a lot of people want to keep tabs on you in terms of like, even though you don't mess with them, they just want to know what you're up to. You understand? So it had come to a point in time, like, I don't mean aim to say like I used to hate people or anything. It's just that I realized I couldn't hang around certain people or have certain people numbers so that they could like see my status type there. You understand?
Yeah, you don't want to surround yourself with bad energy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people would, what you call it, call me weird for, because once I see there's a parasite in my way, or I see somebody who's not, benefiting me, whether it be like emotional satisfaction, if we could, we could friends or what's not. If you just do something negative, I don't want to be a part of it, because we're in a stage where we have to grow. We want to elevate ourselves. Why would I hang around somebody who's pulling me down?
Exactly.
And I don't want to be pulled down to your level. If anything, if you my friend, I pull you up to my level or push you higher.
Exactly. And like I would say somebody was like really envious and he hate like that. Like, well, that I know of.
Yeah.
Or like probably I can't think
when
of
you locked in, you don't.
Yeah, I mean, like I was just in my own lane. I mean, people would be like, "Oh, I don't like how your video was." Do. I'm like, okay, it's my video. You still watched it?
Still get views.
I still get views. That's still
my thing.
Like, and I ain't saying that to be like braggy, like, "Oh, you gotta watch my videos," but like,
if anything, it's a good thing too, because sometimes they actually provide constructive criticism.
True.
You might want to do something a little different.
Yeah.
And by doing that, you might get more results.
But yeah, what I did like when some people used to tell me like my day ones, like, be like, alright, bro, I mean like how you had do that in the video. If you could have do it a different way, like it ain't like it was always about the approach to it. You understand?
Speaking of day one, you remember how we meet? Like I remember our first interaction, which is weird because I never usually do.
I know. Okay, I think I had your number. I think it was some safe to save on somebody WhatsApp, dog, and I just saved it like that.
What you call it? It wasn't that, because I don't think it was that, right? We were like in similar groups. I wouldn't say we were, but I remember how we first started interacting. I had your number. You post. Cause remember Snapchat? I used to be a light skinned warrior, bro.
His Snapchat is right here, guys.
Yeah, but what you call it? I used to be a light skinned warrior.
He still is.
And I'm not. I don't take pictures like that unless somebody taking them for me. I don't know, but yeah, you were like, you had say Gabi Malacoy on the post, and I just laughed, and we had kind of exchanged words.
I can't remember that.
I don't remember like vaguely either, but then I know for sure we had meet at my graduation.
Yes, and we had taken a picture.
And we just had a long conversation. Like I basically just meet you, and that's the thing. I don't click with people like that.
I feel you, dog.
We just had a long conversation. Ever since that, locked in.
Locked in, dog. That's gang, bro. Oh yeah, bro. And we had to take the picture. I forgot it.
You put it's still on your Instagram.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. Yeah. Instagram right there too. Anyways.
You can plug my Instagram too.
Everything in below the description. Everything is pop on the screen right now. But
yeah.
Any more questions, or?
I don't think so. I mean, we could finish it off with something motivational.
Yeah, like get some motivation to the.
Cue the music. Don't be scared. Take every opportunity you have, because that opportunity could shape you into a bigger and a better person, and not because shit. I just went
Go ahead.
Hey, rewind. Do it for you. Don't do it for others, because when you do it for yourself, you lose no progress. You become a better person. You grow physically, spiritually, and mentally, and you learn yourself more. You know how to process different things and what's not. But just do it for yourself and not for others, because you'll always have yourself and not others.
That's what man do for poetry, dog. That's poetry right there.
I love poetry, by the way.
I like rap.
Hey, if you really think about it, rap is just poetry in music.
Okay, but before I say my motivation, alright? Quick question, right? I just come up with this question some day ago. Who do you think is a bigger artist, Vybz Kartel or Kendrick Lamar?
I saw this. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't. When you say bigger, like who more known, or like who more influential? Cause
Let's say both.
I say Vybz. Let me tell you.
Known?
influential, I think. Because
Okay, for sure I could say influential.
Because when this man come out of prison, right? Let me
Right.
tell you, I didn't even know this man was locked up, and I used to listen to you tune them,
That.
coloring this, like all them type of songs. I didn't know this man was in jail. Yo, when this man get released from jail,
Nah, I
the
talk
whole
about,
wall went in a
I mean,
spiral.
his name is literally World Boss. So I mean,
Yo, let me tell you, every country they report on that. The BVI and I say Wave Cat to get released from jail. No, I say Kendrick Lamar, he has his influence, but he feels more targeted like towards the USA.
true. Cause you see, I was gonna put Drake instead of Kendrick, but then I realized Drake he on a whole different level. Like, if I being honest with you, like,
For what, like more influential?
He-
I ain't gonna hold you. You would hear like if you on a beach or what's not, you hear somebody DJing Drake. Like 2016, man. Come on, bro. Come on.
hey, okay, let me stop.
I mean, we
All
both
right.
sing on boys, but hey.
Hey, dog, we gotta do it one of these days, dog. Honestly, dog, it will be tough. Hey, new song coming out 2025. Anyways, my motivation to the youths, them, to the people of the BVI specifically.
We gonna say,
Huh?
we gonna both say
Huh?
be different.
Huh?
We gonna both say be different.
Okay.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Be different. And none of my single correctly. So guys, Matt, come on, guys. It was a pleasure having you, bro.
Pleasure having you too, so.
It was a very nice conversation, very very deep conversation.
It was.
I wish people would have conversation like these.
I love conversation. I thrive off of this.
Yeah.
I think I love the type of friends that would, have these conversations because it like nurtures you as a person.
True, it does.
So yeah, man. I would like to meet a lot more people like you.
Nah, that means a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. That means a lot, dog.
He's a lot for you having me here. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, something like
Another
that.
opportunity. Who knows? Somebody might call me for money simply because of this podcast. But
True
hey,
that.
man.
True that. We could never know. But anyways, that was another episode of the Carry Unplugged. We will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.